Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's class, we're going to learn how to tack a top cup chain to our dress. Okay, it can be on the armhole or wherever it is you want to tack it, so to make any design that you want. So we're going to be learning how to tack this, as you have seen, very neatly, in such a way that you're not going to be seeing any thread all around it. You can see that this has been tacked neatly and it is strong. It is as strong as it can be. So this is what it looks like on the other side. You can see that it is equally neat. We're going to be learning how to do this in this tutorial. It's a very beginner friendly tutorial and I've actually got a lot of requests on this, so I just decided to film this very quick and easy tutorial on how to tack your cup chain. If this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to be using this piece of fabric as an example. I'm going to be working with this cup chain that we see here, and then I'm going to be using this invisible thread because I want it to look seamless as much as possible. So what you just need to do is to pass your thread through your needle like this, and then you begin to tack it. So as you can see, this cup chain, if you look closely, you'll see when you see your rhinestone, between each of the rhinestone there is like a line, okay, like a gap in between. I hope you can see it. So this line here is where we are going to tack it. This line that you see between each of the cup chain. So if you see a rhinestone, you will see like this gap there. There is a line before you see the next rhinestone. So now what I'm going to do now is to just place it wherever I want to place it. Usually the armhole, for the armhole area for fringes. Okay, so after placing it like this, you're going to pass your thread from the lower part. Okay, just pass from underneath here. Okay, so after passing it upwards like this, I'm going to place the cup chain on that spot, and then I'm going to take the thread over that line. Remember I said there is like a line in between. I hope you can see this line here. Okay, so I'm just going to place the thread over the line, and then I'm going to pass my needle just beside it, just to hold it down for me. Okay, so after passing it beside it, you have to be very careful, or you work with a short thread. Okay, what you just need to do is to pass it again to secure it. So you pass it again like this, and then you take your needle over that line in between again. After taking it over, you pass it very close to where the line is, just to hold it down. So that's what we are doing. We are trying to hold it down, so you secure it as much as possible, and then you will see that it has held this for you. So you can see, so this is how, if you want it to just be straight like this is how you just pass it multiple times, and then you tack it and cut. Then you take your next cup chain, you place it beside it just like this, and then you do the same thing, you pass it. So after you pass it, you can see once you hold it, it will just keep forming like this. So depending on how much you want to pass on your armhole area, you keep placing it like that, and then you keep passing it. So that's one. But there's another one that just forms like a semicircle like this, where you pass one like this, and then the other one, you still, when you still have your long cup chain like this. So after passing it like this, you just take it to the other side. So depending on how much you want this to drop, so once you have achieved the length that you want, all you just need to do now is to hold it down, and the same way we have done this, I'm just going to cut this. Remember, I've not knot this, so I'm just going to leave space so I can knot it later, and then I'm going to tie it at the end again so that I can tack another one. Okay, so now I'm just going to take it to the side where I want to place it, and then I'm going to tack it again just like I did for the first one, the same exact way. You're going to be using your gap, that small gap that is there. You're going to pass the rhinestone and then take it over that small line just to secure it. Okay, so you can see how simple it is, and once you're working with your invisible thread, it will be very clean. You are not going to see the thread. Okay, you're not going to see the passing of the thread. So that's why it is better to work with this type of thread. And once you tack it down, you can see it will hold it down for you. So what you just need to do now is to cut the cup chain, and then you go ahead and lay over the next one. So you just place it beside it like this, you tack it, and then you go for the next length that you want. So you can see, so you do as much as you want, and all of this is just going to rest on your arm. So you can use this as a form of sleeve. So I'm just going to tack another one and let us see. And then for this one, once I'm done, I'll just make sure to tie it anyhow I know I can secure it. And once it is well secured, you're going to go ahead and cut off the thread. So you can see it is very clean. Okay, so you can see where I cut the thread off. It's not visible, and this is what it looks like on the right side. You can see that the right side is clean as well, so you're not going to see any thread line on it. The invisible thread just makes your work as clean as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna head to tack the second one now, and like I said, you can see what it looks like. So this is how you keep tacking it depending on the number of rhinestone that you want to tack to your armhole or wherever it is you want to place this. And if you want to place it on a dress as well, you can just decide to tack it using this method as well at intervals, because I feel this is more reliable, and tacking it like this will just give you the assurance that it's not going to pull off anytime as against using a glue. So this is what it looks like on the back, and this is what the front looks like. And see how neat this is looking. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.